Hi there, Danielle from InterPersonality here. I want to respond to a comment made on our video, Popular Myths About Personality Type. The issue being contested is myth number 2, that you can be borderline, EI, SN, TF, whatever. You can read my response to the original query below the original vid, wherein I clarified that the notion of being borderline comes from a misinterpretation of the scales that indicators like the MBTI plot candidates' results on. These only indicate your clarity of preference, i.e. how well you really know yourself. They are not a tool of measurement. Each dichotomy consists of 2 discrete states, not a continuum. So there's no such thing as being a mild introvert or a strong thinker, for example. As Jung noted, we grow and develop within our Psyche-Type, like the oak seed that becomes the oak tree. But it doesn't matter how you prune it, care for it, or otherwise, the oak seed will never become a pine. And it's the same with type. An extrovert who, through personal growth, learns to take a little more time to contemplate before they share their thoughts, is not a borderline introvert. They are still object-oriented, the definition of extraversion. For those interested in knowing more about this growth, Google individuation. Our viewer goes on to claim that the discrete states E, I, S, N, T, F, J, P are modified by other innate traits into a scale again, and we are given the qualities of sensitivity and intelligence by way of example. Sorry, but this just isn't the case, and is akin to claiming that a sensitive man is a borderline woman, or that a powerful woman is a borderline man. The states of gender are independent of socially constructed qualities that we may collectively associate with masculinity or femininity. Similarly, a sensitive ENTJ, whatever we mean by sensitive, nonetheless employs TE in the real world, while an ENFJ employs FE. These are qualities observable in speech and behaviour, regardless of the overlay of other subjective qualities or interpretations. However, recognising that this is a serious question, let me answer you more completely by asking, what is it that you would like to achieve using the notion of borderline? In other words, clearly you see a discrepancy somewhere that the idea that someone can be borderline helps you explain. I'll stake my skills as a type practitioner with considerable experience on the fact that I can help anyone who believes they are borderline to accurately determine their true type in a simple Skype conversation. So there's your invitation. But let's examine an example anyway, to do your query its full justice. Say you bring a friend to me and tell me that she is ENXJ with borderline TF and quite a sensitive person. There is every chance that this person's type is entirely wrong, since indicators do get it wrong, and the difficulty discerning T or F reflects a level of confusion about either the type terms or a perception of self. So we start from first principles. Observe and identify the extroverted functions. This is possible to do if you know the science, by observing appearance, language, gesture and interaction style, and using history for additional clarification. It's really not that hard to determine the person's type in conversation. If your friend is ENTJ, I will hear them express their TE in conversation. TE, even if it is gentle or sensitive, will nonetheless express itself in factual language and reasoning. If your friend is ENFJ, I will hear them express their FE in conversation. FE is less direct and will often temper its language and ask non-confrontational questions so as to gauge the other person's values and minimise the risk of causing offence before offering their own opinion. Oh, and by the way, based on the language you've used so far, I'm already 90% confident of your type. Catch you later.